Hello everyone and welcome back. Alright, so now we have part 2 here of the collaboration lock that Bill Bacardi and I have pinned up together here. It's this Aero Asa Abloy, pretty awesome lock. I got a key tag on it now, Bill Bacardi, Bobby Keys, 51417. So, I got my chambers all pinned up. And again, this is the bitting on the key again. And it still does work very smooth. So, let's get this in the vise. We'll get it picked again, and well, I'll show you everything that we've put into the lock. And then I'm going to send it back to Bill Bacardi, let him play with it, and then he'll send it out into the community when he's done. Alright. Okay, that should be definitely close enough. Okay. So we are locked up. And again, we'll go top of the keyway. I'm going to use my homemade, kind of like the Tron here from Sparrows again. And I do make these picks, and the fish tape that I use is 30 thousandths thick, so I do have to do some work to them. Take some 150 grit sandpaper, and I have to thin them down to a reasonable thickness. Alright, let's see what we have here. Okay, that was pin 4, I believe. Excuse me. Got a nice falset there. Get some counter here off of 2. Okay, I think I got them. Pin 3. Got some counter. Okay, now we got a really deep falset here. I think I'm getting a little click out of 4, possibly. Maybe not. Okay, I got a tiny little click out of 3, and I got actually a little more turn on that core. Or maybe that was actually pin 4. Okay, got a little bit of counter here on 1. Okay, maybe I'm going to leave him alone for now. Nope, we're on 1. And we're open on 1. Awesome. Alright, so not a very difficult lock, but a fun lock to pick, for sure. Alright, let me zoom us back out here. Grab my pinning tray. And we can lock it back up. Alright. Okay. Get the shim in there. Okay. So here we go. All 6 pins. They're all in there and working. And you can see now that I have threaded up my 3 chambers also. Alright, so 1. I'll grab my tweezers. we have a serrated T-pin. 2, we have a serrated spool. 3, we have a serrated. 4, a serrated, a spool. 5, we have a serrated deep spool with a nice sharp edge there on the top. And 6, we have another serrated spool, kind of like a mushroom spool, sort of. And here, we have every chamber is threaded, and in chamber 6, Bill Bacardi has also got some really deep countermilling in there. So, let's see what we have up here. Okay, pin 1 is a serrated. We have a loosely wound steel spring. 2, we have a pin and pin. And I will show that to you. Take it apart. And a spring that does not want to come out. A little copper spring there in 2. In 3, we have a serrated spool, serrated on the top, and that spool is kind of like a wedding cake spool. And a copper spring. Alright, let's go through the back for bills. Okay, here in 6, we have a spool. Copper spring. And we have a T-pin here in 5. That's got a kind of like a step down ledge on that T-pin, not quite a wedding cake. And we have a seriously deep double spool here in 4. Did it already come out? I don't see that spring unless it already came out. And I don't see it anywhere on the table here. And it had to have already came out. I'll have to look in the video. See where that spring went. And it is a steel spring too. I do know that. You guys probably seen where it went, but I did not. Alright, but up here, we have everything is threaded now. Up here. Alright, let's have a look at these pins, and I will have to look for that spring. That's odd. Don't have no clue. Alright, let's have a look at the pins. Okay. Here in 1, you can see that it is a serrated T-pin here in 1. In 2 here, I have a serrated spool. And I have a serrated here in 3. And then Bill has a spool here in 4. He has a very deep spool here in 5, serrated. A couple serrations on the bottom. Then he has another spool here, kind of beveled. Couple of very fine serrations. Then up here, I have a serrated in 1. I have a pin and pin, but this collar is a spool, and I have a serration top and bottom. And I've also kind of serrated the pin itself. Some serrations there. And then I have a spooled, kind of like a wedding cake spool. Then I got a serration here on the top and a few here serrations there on the bottom. And then Bill has a very deep double spool here in 4. And he has a T-pin here in 5 with another ledge there. And then he has another spool here and a very sharp edge in 6. And that's probably to catch that under cutting that he has in that chamber, the counter melon. But yeah, and then here for springs, I have a loosely wound steel spring, a really short copper, another copper, loosely wound, a little bigger. Bill has a steel spring in that one, copper in this one, and a little bit larger copper in that one. And I will have to look for that steel spring. It's got to be around here somewhere. Alright, but yeah, there you go. That's our first collaboration lock. And Bill Bacardi, thank you very much. I really appreciate you doing this with me. It was a very fun lock. And yeah, I'm going to send this to you and let you play with it now. Alright guys, well, if you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button. If you have any questions or comments, comment below. And yeah, everyone, please be safe and stay legal. Thanks guys. Bye.